everybody, Melissa Brandon with the Prize Foundation, and I gotta say it's great to be back. It's been a while, but I'm happy to be here, and I've got to tell you, I have an incredible prize cast ready for y'all today, okay? First, really quickly, I just want to say thank you so much to our prize sponsors. We couldn't do it without you, and for those of you keeping track, it is just 3 short weeks before Prize Fest is officially here. My mind is still a little bit blown, and speaking of that, today on the Prize Cast, I have not 1, not 2, but 3 of our celebrity chefs here with us, and we're going to get a chance to speak with each one of them and hear how they are going to be involved in this year's food prize during Prize Fest. So are y'all ready? Okay, awesome. So please welcome to the Prize Cast to kick us off, Chef Josh Harmon. Hey, Josh.
Hey, what's up, Melissa? How are you?
I am doing so good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm busy, but good. Good, and I'm super stoked to be helping out and having some fun.
For those who have not yet met you, maybe don't know you yet, tell our viewers, tell people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my background, my name is Joshua Harmon. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm a restaurant owner and chef. I don't know, I really like cooking. I was trained mostly in New York. And I've opened a few restaurants around Dallas, and I got really lucky and won a few cool awards. And I've just been trying to stay heavy on doing something during this pandemic. I know that we all are, and so I've been busy doing things like pop-ups and lots of events. We're about to open a place in Atlanta, a chicken place that I had opened in Fort Worth before the pandemic. So yeah, we're really excited. We're staying really busy, and we're just I don't know. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to cook some food and come to Shreveport. So.
You know, for all the chef bravado out there, it's amazing how humble many of you are. Give us a little bit. I mean, yeah. you can brag a little on yourself. Tell us a little bit about where you've been, who you've cooked with, because you know, to say you've cooked in New York is kind of an understatement.
I mean, my training in New York was it was really special. It was something I don't think I would trade it for anything that I've ever done. I cooked for people that I've always looked up to and I've always dreamed of cooking for. And staged and trained and interned all over New York. Places like the Breslin, the Dutch with Andrew Carlini, Townhouse with David Burke, Le Cirque in the Bloomberg Tower, Buddakan in the Chelsea Market. But that was just a quick flash in the pan. For me, most of my training comes out of Dallas. Obviously, that's where I moved back after New York, and I got really lucky there too. Worked for people like Stephen Piles, and I worked at Grace with Blaine Staniford. And
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just had to have you sing a little bit of your own praises. So we'll move on. I don't know about you, but I am so excited for Prize Fest this year, and I know that you are going to be joining us here in Shreveport on October 3rd, Saturday. I mean, you're basically helping us kick off Prize Fest with a virtual cook-along, right?
I'm pretty excited about kicking it off. I think that, I don't know, I'm always excited to kind of start things off. I feel like that's my bag of tricks and to kind of get the party started, so.
All right, so tell everyone what you're going to be cooking.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it was good we talked about New York because it definitely kicks back to a lot of my training there. I do love the foraging and fermenting part of food. I think that's been a big part of my career, and definitely Asian, obviously. I own a Korean fried chicken place, and I'm doing a gnocchi dish. I'm doing a potato gnocchi with lots of fresh shaved Parmesan, a gremolata made with anchovy and capers, lots of herbs, and actually a citrus that's belongs to Japan and parts of China. It's called the yuzu. And yuzu is really rad. It's almost like a hybrid of the mandarin orange It's delicious. And then we've got some really beautiful Gulf shrimp that we're searing off to go with it.
Oh my gosh, you had me at gnocchi.
And I love, like, I don't know, I'm a big, I love throwing dinner parties. That's like my thing. And so I love doing things that you can't always expect at a dinner party, like the 7-layer dip or whatever. So I thought this would be a rad way to show people how to make pasta without you needing an extruder or a sheeter or a pasta machine or anything like that. You just need your hands and maybe a board if you want to be fancy.
You know what I love about it is that even though it sounds kind of traditional, gnocchi, it really has those Josh Harmon sensibilities. The yuzu, the
Oh yeah,
the breadcrumbs.
The breadcrumbs. I can't believe I didn't mention that. That's the part of the dish that has all the butter, so you'd think it'd be my favorite. But it's, I'm actually taking, instead of taking Italian breadcrumbs or anything like that, I'm taking panko, and which is another part of the little bit of an Asian twist to the dish. I just love the crunch. I think it's so, like, I don't think there's anything like it. I think panko is the only panko. So we're going to toast it in super dark butter. Like, we're going to take brown butter to the next level. And I don't know, it just makes it kind of nutty and salty and crunchy, and I don't know, it's really tasty. I could eat it on my fingers. I'll eat it on whatever. They're really good.
I mean, what more could you want, right? I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to see you in Shreveport. Are you getting excited for Prize Fest? I mean, I know you are a long friend of the Prize. This is like, I want to say your third Prize Fest with us. Are you excited? Are you going to be able to maybe even attend this year?
Yeah, I would like to actually watch the movies this time and like do parts. I mean, every time I come, I always tell people it's one of the festivals that I go all out, go really hard. I do like 5 days, and there's a lot of different cooking and a lot of different events, but it's amazing. At the end of it, you've made multiple friends with people from all over the country, and you've tasted food from some of the best chefs on the planet. And I don't know, it's really amazing. I still talk to most of the people I've done Prize Fest with. I've gone to their restaurants, and they've come to mine, and it's been a really beautiful experience. And in the beginning, you're scared to do something in Louisiana that you think is different because you don't know how people are going to eat it, but you guys love weird food, and I think that's something that fits in really well with me and my MO. So yeah, I mean, it's probably my top 5 favorite festivals in the country, and I try to tell every chef I know about it that it's there are few festivals I go to I like as much as Prize Fest. Honest to God.
Oh, I know, right? It's super true. Feel the same way, and I know I cannot wait until October, and I can't wait to try this gnocchi. Okay, well, you know what's coming. You've been with us long enough to know what's happening after we count to 3. So are you ready? Make it count, Josh Harmon. 1, 2, 3.
Viva
la Food Prize! Oh my gosh! Oh, you weren't kidding. I love it.
I love you guys. I love doing work with you. You always got a friend with me. Hit me up whenever.
All right, Josh Harmon, thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in October. And Prize Nation, you're never going to believe this. I have another chef right waiting in the wings, and that is Chef Josh Bonai. Hey, Josh, how are you?
Hey, Melissa, how are you? I'm doing well.
Josh, we are thrilled to have you with us this year. This is your first Prize Fest. So let's let the folks get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about who you are, where you come from, how you got into cooking.
So I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. Originally from Nashville, and kind of fell into cooking, just happen chance. It was a high school job as a busboy, and just kind of moved up through the ranks a little bit, really enjoyed the kitchen, fell in love with cooking food, and just kind of took me all around from there.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually not that unusual of a story. You need a job, you kind of fall into cooking, and then the next thing you know, like, you've fallen in love and you're running your own kitchen. Okay, so tell us some places that you've worked. Tell us a little bit about where you've been cooking, where you kind of earned your chops.
Okay. Kind of started in Nashville for a while. Got my start there. went out to California, worked in Martini House in Napa, Maddie's Tavern up in the Central Coast, up in Los Olivos. You know, came back to Nashville, worked at Husk, worked for Sean Brock at the one there, did some ramen. I came to Dallas, opened Stephen Pyle's Florida Street Cafe, and then moved on to Fine China and R&B in the Statler.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's some pretty serious pedigree there, Josh. You know, Sean Brock, James Beard award-winning chef. I mean, anyone that's familiar with the Dallas food scene definitely knows Stephen Pyle. He's kind of a legend there. And I know that you are actually about to open to a lot of fanfare your own joint in Dallas. Tell us a little bit about what you have in the works.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing a Nashville hot chicken concept here in Dallas called Lucky's Hot Chicken. We're actually hoping to open within the next month. I think is going to be kind of our hard dateline somewhere in there. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, wow. I mean, sounds so good. But you are a busy man. So I have to say, we are thrilled that you are making some time to come be with us in October. You are going to be hosting your own virtual cook-along on Thursday, October 8th. What are you going to be showing us?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we'll be doing kind of a nice seared fish dish with a rice cooked with some dashi, pork product, you know, maybe some local stuff there, some greens. This will be super tasty. It's one of my go-to at-home dishes, one of my favorites. It's nice and simple and super comforting. So.
Oh, it sounds so incredible. I know I'm getting hungry and like the timer, like counting down for October. Any last words for everyone out there?
No, I don't think so. Looking forward to seeing everybody. I know it's going to be virtual, but we're going to have a good time. And just going to have fun with it. So.
I love it. All right, Josh, I know you're new to the prize family, but we love to end our events here with a nice big Viva La Food prize.
Let's do it.
So, if you would please join me on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Viva La Food prize! All right, Josh, we will see you on the 8th. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our last chef of the day, you are probably going to recognize him. You may have seen him on ABC's The Taste, maybe as Food Network's Chopped Winner, or even on one of our own prize casts. Please welcome Chef Tristan Epps. What is up, Tristan?
What is up, Melissa? I have been good, you know, just trying to pivot like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying myself as best as I can, keeping busy.
You know, it's hard to believe, but last time we spoke, it was probably almost 3 months ago. You were down in Miami, Florida, getting ready to open up Red Rooster with Marcus Samuelson. What have you been up to? How's that going?
You know, since then, we still haven't been able to open the restaurant, but we're really, really excited when we can. We just want to do it right. We want to do it safe. So I've gotten to visit a little bit of my family in Florida, and Virginia. Now I'm doing a little bit of work in New Jersey. So I'm keeping busy, you know, keeping it going, keeping the brain working a little bit. Not so much everything else, but yeah.
Oh, I love that. And I'm so excited you've managed to keep busy. But I am very happy that you aren't so busy that you will be joining us this October on Saturday, October 10th. You are going to be hosting your own virtual cook-along at Prize Fest.
Yeah, this is probably my 4th prize fest. It's one of the most exciting things to be part of the year. It's the highlight of my year. So, yeah, I'll be doing a nice little cook-along. My goal is to do some really cool dishes that you guys can cook along with me and cook a dish better than Josh Harmon.
Okay, so the gauntlet's been thrown. It sounds like a real challenge there. All right, tell us what you're going to be showing us.
You know what? I like to try to keep it a little sophisticated, you know? So we're gonna make pork chops with peas and carrots.
Okay. I think we all know you may be underselling in just a little bit. I know you're gonna do more than just pop a pork chop in a pan and, you know, open up a can of peas. Please tell us what you're really doing.
Oh, of course. So we're gonna be using some awesome local pork chops, hitting those with a Duke of Spice. Right? That's a North Egyptian kind of Algerian spice mixture with some heirloom carrots that we're gonna roast and glaze in date molasses and a nice creamy pea ragu.
Okay, now that sounds like a Tristan Epps dish. Well, I cannot wait to see you in October. I was kind of thinking back to the Prize Fest that we've worked together, and normally we're both running around like maniacs.
Yeah.
And I was thinking how exciting it is this year that the festival's been extended. I'm actually kind of excited. I might get to watch some movies and see some bands.
Yeah, I've heard that there's films and music that go on, so it'll be great to actually be able to see all of those. And you guys get to kind of enjoy it from kind of the comforts of your home. So that's amazing. It's still going to be super exciting from what I hear, and I'm excited to tune in as well.
Yes, I am with you 100%, and we cannot wait to see you in October. Until then, I think you know what's coming next. You know us well enough. So on the count of 3, give me your best. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Viva
La
Food
Food
Prize!
Prize! All right, Tristan, thanks so much. We will see you at Prize Fest.
I'll be there.
Everyone else out there, thanks again for joining me and these incredibly talented chefs today on the Prize Cast. Do not forget, these virtual cook-alongs are limited to 30 tickets each. So, if this is something that interests you, do not waste time. You want to head over to prizefest.com. Immediately get those passes. Sign up. We want you to be a part of this. And of course, prizefest.com is where you can also find out everything about this incredible festival of film, fashion, music, food. And lastly, for those of you right here, don't forget, today kicks off our Food Prize Power to the People competition. So go out there, support your local chefs. You can find out all the chefs who are competing and their dishes right at prizefest.com/food. Phew! All right, 3 short weeks, and I will see you at Prize Fest. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you soon.